Alright, now I'm going to show you how to add pixels and the codes that you're going to need to your landing page and also your thank you page. So you're going to be needing some retargeting pixels, and you're going to get these from AdWords or Facebook or Site Scout or wherever you're going to be using for your paid ads. And I'm going to show you how to get the AdWords and Facebook retargeting pixels and how to put them on your page. Conversion pixels, you're going to need to put conversion pixels on your thank you pages so you can track how many people converted from your ads. And you're going to need different tracking pixels like a Google Analytics code so you can see your website visitors and get data on the people that are visiting your landing page. And a Hotjar code is always good. Unless you use Sumomi by WordPress, Sumomi can also do the heat mapping for you for free. I like Hotjar though because they do screen recordings as well, and I can record people's exact screen or exact activity on my different landing pages. So before we go on any further, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here and show you how to get your different pixels. So first in AdWords, to get your audience pixel, like for your retargeting, you're going to come to AdWords, in Campaigns, Shared Library, Audiences. Now here in Audiences, you can see your tag details, and if you click on Setup, you can just click View your AdWords tag for website, and then you can copy this one, and I'll show you later where you're going to put it, but it'll tell you here, add this code to all your web pages right before the end close on the body tag. So in your body, you're going to have to add this, and don't worry, I'll show you how to do that. And here you'll do website visitors, and you'll just go in and then give it a name, and then you're going to choose visitors of a page, and then you're going to add your website here. If you do advanced options, you can do equals, and then so it will have to be people clicked exactly on that specific URL. And then here you're going to set your membership duration, and the max allowed for the display network is 540 days, and for Google search it's 180 days. And if this is optional, you can give your audience a description if you'd like. Just be sure to give it a name up here, and then you save it. And the tag is going to be the same up here regardless of which of these you select. Regardless of which of your remarketing lists you select, your tag's always going to be the same, but you want to make sure that you add it into your remarketing list here, because you're not going to be able to remarket to the list unless you created the list here. So that's how you get your audience pixels for remarketing. Now for getting, and these ones are going to go on your landing page. Your conversion pixels are going to go on your thank you pages, and you just go to Tools up here and Conversions, and you set it up the same as the remarketing list. You just create your conversion pixel, add the website, and you'll get the tag details, but the difference is you only put your conversion pixels on the thank you page, because the conversion pixels are just tracking how many people that clicked your ad actually went through and ended up on the thank you page, which means they either purchased or opted in. Now you can have conversion pixels for different types of conversions, but those are going to be your main ones when it comes to a landing page. Now let's take a look at Facebook. And so first in Facebook, they recently changed the whole layout of how things look in the Power Editor, in the Ads Manager and Business Manager. So now you just come up here to the Ads Manager, go to All Tools, and then come over here to Audiences. And then you just create your audience here, and you do a custom audience, and then from your website traffic. And then after that, then you'll get a pixel. And let me show you one more. It's here for conversions, custom conversions. So this is for tracking your conversions, and you'll put these on your thank you pages. And you just click on create custom conversion, URL equals, put your thank you page URL there. And then whatever it is, if it was a lead, if it was a purchase, if it was an add to cart, then add the type of conversion there. And then you just go next, and you'll get your conversion pixel that you put on your thank you page. Remember, that's on your thank you page. Now I'm going to show you using OptimizePress how you can add your codes to your website or to your pages. In OptimizePress, they make it easy. When you're on the page, you just go to page settings and then other scripts here, and then you'll see here this little drop down what type it is. And for some of them, like the remarketing tags, they're not going to go in the header. They'll go somewhere after the body tag, and so you choose where it's going to go, and then you paste your code inside of there, and then you just update. If you're not using OptimizePress, then you'll just let me show you that, how you can do it if you're not using OptimizePress. So on a normal WordPress page, you'll just make sure that you're on text right here in the editor, and come to the very bottom of your page, and you can post your conversion tracking pixel or your audience pixel for retargeting inside of there. Same with your analytics pixel, but for your analytics pixel, I suggest actually putting that in a widget that's going to be on every page. So if you have like a sidebar widget or something, then you can stick your analytics pixel in there. Or a better option if you use WordPress is get some sort of plugin that works with Google Analytics. You can see I have one here, and it will put your pixel on all of your pages for you. And you can also see from your WordPress dashboard your basic website traffic numbers and basic data from Google Analytics. So I suggest sticking a Google Analytics WordPress plugin, and then you don't have to worry about any of the retargeting or any of the pixels or code that you have to add to all of your pages for analytics, because analytics requires the code to be on every page that you want to track. So by having a WordPress plugin, it makes it easy because it'll do it automatically. And the last type of pixel that I suggest putting on your pages is one that's going to give you a heat map. And what a heat map is it's like this, where it will show where the clicks were, where people spent the most time on the page. Using Hotjar, it'll also actually record every time someone's on the page. It will record their activity, so you can see how they're moving their mouse, what they're reading, how they're scrolling up and down on the page, what they're clicking on. And it's actually kind of funny sometimes to see what a lot of people click on and what people are focusing on, because a lot of times it's not what you would have thought. So heat maps and recordings are pretty cool, and you can do a bunch from Hotjar for free. You can do 3 heat maps per website, and I think you can add like 3 or 4 different websites, domain URLs to Hotjar for free, and then you can do screen recordings. I can't remember how many you get for free, but it's enough. So after you add your Hotjar pixel, then you'll be able to see all your heat maps and get recordings of the people, and it's for free. And as I said, there's a WordPress plugin as well that you can use called SumoMe, and maybe I'll show you that real quick. So in WordPress, if you go to add a new plugin and then just search for SumoMe, it's this one right here. It's free, and it will put heat maps on it'll let you do heat maps on your site without having to install any codes or anything like from Hotjar. But the reason why I still use Hotjar, I have SumoMe as well, but the reason why I use Hotjar, and the reason I use SumoMe is so I can get heat maps on all my pages, but I use Hotjar so I can get the screen recordings because I find those screen recordings very helpful. So you have just learned what pixels to add to what pages, and remember you're always going to be putting your conversion tracking pixels on your thank you page. I also put audience pixels on my thank you page so I can create an audience from my buyers or my opt-ins, so that later when I create ads or if I want to get data on them, I can easily get data on those people on my buyers. And a buyer's list for a pixel is always cool because you can send them ads and that they know you, they've already bought from you, so they're more likely to buy from you again rather than targeting someone that never bought from you. So I highly recommend putting audience pixels on your thank you pages and start building audiences for your ads from your buyers and your opt-ins. So your action items are to create some audience pixels for warm and hot audiences. And warm and hot, just real quick, your warm audiences would be the people that have landed on your landing page. Your hot audiences would be the audiences that you create from your pixels on your buyer's page and thank you page. Your warm audience is still good. It means that they have looked at your stuff, they know who you are but haven't purchased. Your hot audience is your audience of buyers and opt-ins. So make sure that you put pixels on your landing page and a different pixel for your hot traffic and your hot audiences on your thank you pages. And don't forget your conversion tracking pixels on your thank you pages as well. And if you don't use WordPress, then you'll have to add your analytics code and your Hotjar codes. If you use WordPress, then you don't have to add your analytics code, just get a analytics plugin. And for Hotjar, you'll have to add the code. Or you can use the SumoMe WordPress app if you're not interested in the screen recordings of Hotjar. All right, that's it. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, I know I covered a lot of stuff very quickly, but those are the basic codes that you should use on your page. And if you have questions, just let me know. All right.